Hey everybody, I'm going to do a quick run through of my DPS here real quick and kind of get some help as far as to what needs to be done here. It's not exactly a fun thing, but as you can see, I'm going to show you some of my gear. I'm at item level 360. I don't know how much of that's actually what I'm wearing versus what I am actually doing here, but anyway, I had a couple of different pieces here. I had this hawk scale waist guard, which I'll show you in a little bit more in depth later, and it was having my DPS at about 14k, and I since got an upgrade last night, or I should say Saturday night, to this lifeless one. So my DPS isn't what it should be. I think that my spec and everything is okay, but this is kind of gonna be what everybody says. Hey, let's see what you got. So in my spec, I've pretty much got everything except elemental warding and Earth's grasp and elemental, and I'm pretty sure my spec itself is okay. I don't think that that's any of the problems here. Earthquake's still debatable. I have almost no AoE DPS, and it's kind of pointless having that. It doesn't do much damage at all. But I didn't get focus strikes or totemic reach. I opted for the ancestral swiftness to kind of help me through that. Instant Ghost Wolf was kind of nice. We need to get out of shit. So my glyphs are pretty standard. I got the lightnings, lava burst. I got the lightning shield, my hex, and my healing stream for cleansing, and of course just most of the other stuff. I have hex because I used to be the main CC'er. Now I'm not, so I may substitute that with something different. If there's one for damage, let me know. You can kind of see what I've got here, and just let me know what I can actually get done in there. But anyway, this is pretty much most of my gear. I have 3 pieces of tier 11. It's not really the best, but that life cycle waist guard is what I got the other night. My haste used to be up over 17.5, and my crit chance and mastery has pretty much stayed the same. A couple different places say to go all haste. A couple places say go all mastery. I'm kind of confused as to which one to go, actually. So if you can give me some help, I'd appreciate that. But you get kind of an overview of some of my gear here. If you want more, you can spec me on the Armory. I'll leave all this stuff on here for about another week or two. Actually until Saturday, probably. And you'll see it's Jelna at Uldaman. That's my hawk scale waist guard that I used to have versus the life scale waist guard that I've got now. I haven't put a belt buckle into it yet, but and you see the other one will give me a shitload more haste. But anyway, I'm going to get into this here and kind of show you guys where I will be at with my DPS rotation, and kind of focus in here on this area, which is going to be my Naga buttons. I'm going to zoom in as best I can and try to get the DPS meter in there as well, so that way we can go through there and you can kind of see where it's going to be at. I recorded this video with no audio. I'm stupid. It's okay. But I was going to say that I was going to try to put it over there, and whenever I did that, it kind of took up too much of the screen, and I noticed that over on the left-hand side was a little bit better. So let me go and reset all this, and we'll get over to a target dummy, and let's see what we've got. Alright, so basically what I'm going to do now is my old standard rotation used to be Unleash Elements, Flame Shock, Lightning Bolt, and then Lava Burst. But I've been noticing that things have been kind of screwy with target dummies and the flame, the Searing Totem not actually hitting it until you've actually cast your stuff. So I'm going to go through here, and this rotation isn't set. I messed up a lot because I was trying to keep an eye on, if I think about it too much, I'm doing it. But I've got several different mods that I've used for rotation help. They all pretty much say the exact same thing. This one being one of them. This is Elementalist that I've got on there right now. And here in just a moment, I'll go ahead and zoom in on everything and get it brought up whenever I actually start my rotation. But you should be able to see these buttons whenever I'm pressing them. As you can see with the Snowfall key press, Whenever I'm pressing any of the buttons, you'll see them actually flashing, and that way you'll be able to see what I'm actually pressing in my rotation. Now, like I said, this rotation wasn't very tight. I think I was pulling at 12 to 13K the entire time. But you'll get kind of the idea here. So let me go ahead and reset all this, and we'll get everything zoomed in, and let's see what we've got here. Again, don't critique it too much because I didn't follow my own advice, and you know, but you'll be able to see here. So basically dropping totems first, and then there I'm going to start my rotation. And you can pretty much see there I'm sticking pretty close to it right now. My DPS is building very slowly. Not liking that. I'm missing a lot of that haste. The haste used to help me get a lot of this out very much faster here. I've kind of put up some warnings here to show me when my lava burst was available and my flame shock, just to get it big on the screen so I can see and help me out a little bit. It really didn't help that much, but as you see, I'm trying to stick with the lightning bolts whenever they're available. I got my fulmination going at 7 stacks. I popped it, and just kind of keeping track of it. I miss the lava burst every so often. For some reason it says that I press it, but yet it doesn't actually do it. So that's again something that I'm going to have to work on. Just you see I'm hovering at about 12.5 right now. I think it pumps up to about 13 here in a little bit. But I mean, I think that I've got the rotation down right. I think I tried 2 different rotations in this. You know, I try with the with unleash elements, without unleash elements, only doing it with lava bursts, and back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. It's really not helping me all that much, and pretty much everybody says, oh, your gear, you should be over 20k, and it's got to be your rotation. So well, here's my rotation. Again, like I said, it's not set in stone because it's probably one of the least forgiving rotations that I've ever seen, and probably the hardest to actually get going perfectly. I've played a lot of other classes, and this is pretty much one of the hardest ones that I've ever done. Probably Hunter would be next, but I don't have 185 yet, but I think they would be a little bit more forgiving. But I mean, you can see pretty much my rotation here, over me talking, of course. I know it's kind of hard to keep an eye on it, but I didn't know if I should put any music to this or anything like that. It might, you know, take away from actually seeing the buttons that I'm actually pressing here. But I think that I rotated, you know, I kept it pretty much up to par as best as possible. Usually with this much, you know, with me missing some things, like I missed the lava burst there, I think twice, before I finally got it. So yeah, I know that that's going to make a little bit of a difference, but it's not going to make that much of a difference. I'm going to try to get my Hawk Scale waist guard back on, and try to do it a little bit different and make sure that my DPS is back up to about 14k. But that's a quick rundown. I got about almost 2 million damage there, just to kind of get it out there and see what's going on. But I'm pretty sure that most of my stuff is not going to be because of my gear. As you can see, I've got some Firelands gear from the dailies. I've got a couple 353 pieces left, my weapon, my shoulders. I finally got my helm the other night, and I think I've got a ring, if I'm not mistaken, that I need to upgrade. As you can see, I've got my tier 11, my 3-piece tier 11. That ring needs to go. It's got to get out of there. It's a 353. But other than that, I think I've pretty much got most of my gear set up the right way. You know, for my gear level, I'm told I should be doing 20k DPS, but you know, that's what people say. I would appreciate it if I could get some Elemental Shaman help to see if I could get my gear fixed, especially the haste versus mastery question. I've been told to kind of do it both. I've been told to Ask Mr. Robot says all haste and advises you to go haste, and a couple of the other WoW Reforge or Reforge Your Gear or whatever it's called says to go all mastery. So I'm kind of confused as to which way to go. I will do it if I can get some real answers. The haste one has helped me out quite a bit from Ask Mr. Robot, versus the regular just DPS. I mean the regular mastery boost one. It didn't help me all that much. But anyway, this is my quick video that I'm doing tonight, just to pop everything in there, and hopefully you guys can tell me if I should put that Hawk Scale waist guard back on. But yeah, that's pretty much all I've got, and I'm going to do this pretty quick. Going to try to have some more videos out later on this week with some of me raiding. And you'll be able to see my actual DPS in a raid and see my rotation and everything then too on boss fights. And it's a little bit more to spec than this is. But anyway, guys, thank you once again. I'd love it if you can please subscribe and thumbs up, comment, let me some feedback. More feedback I get, the more videos I can do, guys. So see you guys later. Bye.